Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shar. I want you guys to get comfortable, stay with us for a little while, and I'll be right back with y'all, all right? Let's go. All right. What's up, checkmates? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you guys walk on in the chat because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me on all platforms at Shar's Reality number 6. If you haven't had a chance to follow me on my backup page on all platforms as well, please do as Shar's Reality Family. Listen, unfortunately, this is not a chat for children. So if you are a child, I'm sorry, you got to go. Hello to all my newcomers, flip floppers, and day ones. What's up? And lottie dottie to everybody. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Hey Veronica, how are you? Hey Sassy Brown. I see y'all popping through the chat. It's so nice to be here. Okay. I was preparing my video today and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and go live because I ain't in the mood to prepare a video. And I just want to check in with my folks and make sure y'all all right. Okay, I'm hoping all is well. All is well, all is well, even though, life happens to the best of us, but all is still well, and I cannot complain. Okay, so I just want to say that to you guys. Um, Let me see. Hold on. Yes, I just want to say I hope all is well for everybody. Thank you for my long time support. Hey, Jazzy J, stomping through the chat. That's right. Hit that like button, guys, and share the live so that people could know that I am active and I can stay active in all the rhythm. This Real Housewives of Atlanta has been crazy. You hear me? And let me find out old Andy like to play with the dirty hand, okay? I've been watching his technique and I think this is the most I paid attention to it ever, okay? And I say he likes to play with the dirty hand, okay? He don't like playing with the clean hand. He like the dirty hand, which means he don't care how much further the hand gets, okay? Contaminated, should we say. Okay, and I'm just like, oh, Andy got some old tricks up his sleeves. And he kind of giving me Carlos King vibes right now. Messy, everybody, my friend. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it at all. And if I could be honest, it's a dangerous game to play, okay? I feel like he has his favorites. And if he like you, he like you. If he don't, he don't. It's like, okay, and you here, you getting paid, do your job, and that's it. And I understand the whole it's his job, he's not your friend, all of that. But we can't help but to see what we're seeing. And Andy definitely has favorites, okay? So one of the things that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention was the upper hand, okay? For years, Kenya Dow, baby, has had the upper hand, okay? For years, Andy has catered to her. She has said things out her mouth that has not been appropriate, done things, okay, that have not been appropriate. But because she had the upper hand, or she felt like she had Andy in her back pocket, she felt like she couldn't be touched. Okay, at least that's the way I'm viewing it. And it might have been true. Okay, but now we got some new people on the block, honey. And Kenya's like, get the hell off my corner. Okay, but she took the pushing too far. That we're sure of. Okay, it's like a bad deal. Going bad. And with that, when she pushed too far, and it kind of, she became arrested, not literally, but you get the drift, right? She became arrested and Brit Eady got off scot clean, okay? And it's just like, dang, Kenya, like you couldn't have been this stupid, because it looks like from what I'm viewing that Kenya and Brit already had it out for each other. They've already viewed each other. They've already made up their perception of one another. And they already, in the back of both of their minds, at least the way I'm viewing it, determined, hey, I don't want her on the show. And then the other one said, I don't want her on the show. So they both told themselves in their own little minds, okay? And they talked back and forth to themselves and said, I'm going to find a way to get her off, okay? We even heard Kenya say it out loud, okay? And the unfortunate thing about it is, Kenya, you had something to lose. Britt wanted to build something, okay? You already had it and you forfeited. That's what makes me so mad at you, okay? And I'm just like, girl, you could have done something better with your time and your energy, and you could have been much smarter than her, okay? So we heard Kenya say it out her own mouth that she wants her off the show. The problem is Andy has already pre-selected Brit in his head to be his favorite. He likes something about her. So he's catering to her during this situation, which does not, under no circumstances, help Kenya out at all, okay? Now, let's be clear. Kenya has not been indefinitely fired, okay? She's suspended for however long that is, whether it's a season, or whether it's a half a season, whether it's a portion of a season. She's suspended for a portion of time, okay? At least we know she's not on this season, okay, any further. And instead of her sitting back analyzing the situation, she continues to make excuses for her ignorance, okay? Because I don't care for Brit too much. However, I know it's fair exchange, no robbery at some points, but Kenya took it too far, okay? And she gave Brit exactly what she wanted, right? So Brit didn't have to do much pushing because Kenya pushed herself out the door, okay? So here we are now where Brit and Bravo have been doing a lot of flagging, guys. So I'm not going to do too much with these videos. I don't have time for it. I'm trying to rebrand, rebuild, and I just want my stuff to stay. Okay. So I'm not going to play too much with stuff on my screen. It's just not worth it. Okay. So you guys just stick with me. And we're going to do our best to just, analyze some of this stuff because I don't want no problems, right? I'm trying to get to the other side. Okay. So with that being said, Brit is now saying that unless Kenya come to her and apologize to her, she has no interest whatsoever to film with her. Now, she knows that one, that's a way to keep Kenya off the show, right? Because it's the same thing with the Phaedra and Candy thing, right? As long as Candy was on the show, Phaedra could not be there because she violated the contract, okay? And it's the same thing that's going on with Brit and Kenya. Brit has took a couple notes from this, okay? She took a little pages out of Candy's book and was like, yeah, let me tell them that I don't feel comfortable with filming with her, and that way I can be sure that she doesn't come back. Now, one thing for certain and two things for sure, she knows that Kenya is not in no position to apologize to her. Kenya doesn't feel like she's done anything wrong. So right now, it's one of those things where it's just like, you get what you get, okay? So she is saying that she do not want to film with Kenya, which is like, I don't know if I would want to film with her either, if I could be honest, right? Because here's the thing. No remorse, even if you had to fake it. Just fake it so you can get your job back, girl. Just fake it so you can get your job back, right? So Kenya has no remorse, no accountability. Yeah, Edie said that she would pulled out the pow pow on you, or she ready for it, okay? And she was ready for you times 3. However, she's playing a game correctly, and we're going to go over that, okay? How she's playing Andy like a puppet string, okay? But she's playing her deck correctly. Kenya deck is not shuffled correctly. Period. Okay. And I don't care how you slice and dice that. That's the reality of it all. Okay. So here we are where Edie is saying, no, thank you. Okay. I have no interest whatsoever to film with her. Say what the hell you want. It's going to always be a no for me. Okay. So will always be my stance. Right is right and wrong is wrong. However, you can't hold nobody put a pow pow to Kenya head and make as she did, okay? And that's just period. Nobody made her do that. She did that to herself. And at the end of the day, ain't no so what. It's no so what. I think that's the ignorant stance of it. She should have played smarter, okay? And she didn't. So now she has to deal with the consequences, period. Okay? Deal with the consequences. Put your hard hat on and get in the field, period. Okay? Get in the field, sis, get in the field. So let's listen to Brit say that she's not comfortable with filming with Kenya, and until Kenya apologizes, it's going to be a no for her. Okay, you guys, if you're just coming in, hit the like button and share the live. Okay, hold on, guys, hold on. What am I listening to? I'm listening to myself. Listening to myself. Hold on. Here we go. What she wants to say for the fans. Would you film with her again if that was something that came out? Today, I would not film with her. But if there was an opportunity for her to grow from this situation genuinely, not just say what she wants to say for the fans, but if she was genuinely honest and genuinely interested in making things right and to humble herself and come to me and apologize and have that real conversation with me, because that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's not what the fans think. It's not what, behind the scenes with production or Bravo. It's not about them. It's about her and I. And she has not made it right. So that would have to happen for me to be open to a relationship. Would you forgive Kenya if she genuinely Okay, so you guys heard it. She's not okay with filming with Kenya. And she's saying it. Even and if you hear her clearly, she's still even saying, even if she apologized, that will be a step in the right direction, but that's not a an assurance that she will definitely be okay with filming with Kenya. This is bad, okay? Look how long Candy held it over Phaedra head, okay, for Phaedra to even get back in good graces, right? So this can go on for a hell of a lot longer than we think, guys. Kenya played herself, and that's just the bottom line, okay? This is the bottom line, okay? And unfortunately, she's going to wear this one, and it's going to be a little minute, okay? It's going to be a little minute, but you know it is what it is, and she will learn accordingly, okay? Um, yeah, so you guys drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about all of that. I think it's a tacky mess, but I also think that Britt is playing her cards correctly, and I don't blame her. Okay, get it how you can, sis. Get it how you can. With that being said, in addition to all of that, Andy is in hot water, okay? And because people are calling him out for allowing Britt to be on set with this Pow Pow, he's now going on this press tour, should I say, to clear his name. He's talking about a formal investigation has been done. Why haven't you said that the formal investigation has been done prior to? Why is it now that the fans is ragtag tagging your tail that you are saying that an formal investigation has been done? So he went on Watch Which Happens Now, and then they're talking about the incident. And it's almost as if you guys are going to hear it. He's coaching Britt how to say, I didn't really have the pow pow. Okay. He said, you didn't have that, right? No way. No ham, no turkey, no bacon, right? So he's coaching her what to say to make it relevant that he can assure us, the people, that he has started an investigation. I do not believe that an investigation has been done. I don't believe that an investigation has been done then, and I didn't believe that an investigation has been done now. We've even saw an old clip where Kenya was actually in her closet and she pulled that out. So you guys filmed that, okay? So if it was an issue and it was against the law and it was against the policies, tell me how did Kenya gets to film that and that crap aired, okay? So we don't believe you, Andy, but good job, okay? Good job in trying to clear your name to make sure your job is stabilized, okay? We get it. But I don't believe that it was anything done. I think you just chose the side, and production chose the side of who they wanted. And Kenya's washed up right now in this season. So I guess you guys felt like it would be a fresh win to keep Britt and penalize Kenya versus then getting rid of both of them, because both of them did something wrong, if you ask me. Okay, hello to all that's just entering the chat. Hit the like button. And also share the live, honey. Share the live. So let's listen to this, where Andy is coaching Britt, in my opinion, to say it wasn't me who stole the cookies out the cookie jar, honey. Okay. It wasn't me. Child is a mess. Okay, so let's listen to this. Oh my gosh. I never had a gun. Ever. Never had a gun. I never had a gun in my possession at all. Okay. So your comments at the dinner, that resulted in an investigation. Obviously, weapons are not allowed on set. It was determined that you didn't violate that policy. So now watching it back, why did you say it and what do you think about it now? You know what? I still beat myself up. Just the fact that I allowed her to trigger me. So it's just, there's no excuse for what I did, for what I said. And I was the heat of the moment. I'm in a rough neighborhood. I'm always used to having my husband by my side. And I felt attacked. And I was triggered by Kenya. And I was talking with Kelly on the side, like, you know how girls hype each other up or whatever. And it was a side combo. I was talking with Kelly and I mentioned a pistol, which I never should have. And I was wrong. We're gonna listen to that one more time. No, she didn't just talk about the neighborhood. Girl, what the hell the neighborhood got to do with you talking about a pistol to somebody that you deemed as a threat? Okay, and your husband is not bulletproof. Okay, so I don't know why you keep throwing him in there like everybody's scared. We the people don't believe you, but let's listen one more time, guys. Did you have a gun that night? Oh my God. I never had a gun. Never had a gun. I never had a gun in my possession at all. Okay, so your comments at the dinner, that resulted in an investigation. Obviously, weapons are not allowed on set. It was determined that you didn't violate that policy. So now watching it back, why did you say it and what do you think about it now? You know what? I still beat myself up. Just the fact that I allowed her to trigger me. So
it's just there's no excuse for what I did, for what I said. And it was the heat of the moment. I'm in a rough neighborhood. I'm always used to having my husband by my side. And I felt attacked. And I was triggered by Kenya. And I was talking with Kelly on the side, like, girls hype each other up or whatever. And it was a side combo. I was talking with Kelly and I mentioned a pistol, which I never should have. And I was wrong. Did you have a gun that night?
Okay, guys. Okay. I don't believe her. You guys dropped out in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. At the end of the day, like I said, she's playing her deck of cards correctly. Kenya forgot to shuffle her cards, and if she did, she shuffled them things wrong. Okay, so like I said, it's not a good look. It does look bad, and Kenya, this is going to be a long road for you. Okay, but right now, Britt has the upper hand, and she is using that thing to her full advantage. Okay. So I wanted you guys to hear a piece of Britt, like explaining to her husband how hurt she is that Kenya pulled out these pictures and she's crying and she's carrying on. And like I said, I'm not saying that they aren't humiliated. I'm not saying that she don't feel any type of way about it. And I'm not saying that this is not going to be a long road for her. Okay. All I'm saying is Kenya could be hurt too. Maybe she did fear for her life. Okay. All of it was distasteful, if you ask me. But like I said, she's saying that she depends upon her husband for a lot. Her husband seems to be kind of lost in all of this. Like, girl, why you putting on the show? But he's participating because that's his wife and he's gonna rock out with her. Okay. But he's looking around like, I definitely understand and know that she's putting on a show. But we're gonna do it together, baby. We're gonna do it together. Wait a minute, we're gonna do it together. And he got her back, I guess, if that's what you guys want to call it. I don't know. But let's listen to it.
I have not slept in like 24 hours. You say hi, Daddy? I have had all the Kenya's minions, my friends, my colleagues, my business partners DMing me. I've been getting texts. It's just like she doesn't even realize the damage that she has caused. Like,
And I agree. There is a lot of damage that's been done, still going. Okay. I don't think Kenya cares because if she did, it would be easier just to apologize. But again, like Britt, you had to know coming into, if it wasn't Kenya that pulled up this stuff, it would have been somebody else. You know what I mean? Because that's the way reality TV goes, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, you weren't safe, whether it was Kenya or another castmate or somebody else from the crowd, right? So let's stop acting like it wasn't going to happen if Kenya never pulled it up. Kenya just was the only one that was bold enough to play with her check like this. Okay, let's continue to listen.
like, still in shock that this happened. I don't want to deal with all this mess. It's crazy. I spent $250 on flowers for her. So as I'm walking out the door, you bring out.
Hold on. Pause. And let me be, I'm just saying, like, y'all not real friends. I'm not spending $250 on nobody. I'm not able to do it. Okay. Y'all not real friends. I'm not giving, I guess that's a housewife thing. I don't know, but I'm not spending $250 on flowers. And look, that's the same thing that happened, what, with Stormy and, was it Stormy and Destiny? And she brought her a Gucci purse and she sent it right back out that same door. Child, listen, don't spend that kind of money on castmates that's not your real friend. I'm just saying, no, thank you. All right, so let's continue to listen to it, okay? I'm not.
So as I'm walking out the door, you bring out some billboards of me naked and trying to like talk about what work I've had done. Like, you trying to publicly humiliate me in front of 200 people on the mic. On the mic. At her salon. For her event. She has a daughter in the salon, so actually dedicated to her kids. Dedicated to her kids. There were camera crews there. There were everybody in the audience had their phones out. Like, this was calculated. She planned this to ruin my reputation, my business.
Now, I do believe that Kenya did plan this, okay? Like I told you guys in the beginning, Kenya said out her own mouth, oh, that bee gotta go. Okay, so I do believe that it was planned. And I don't know if she ruined that for you, right? Now, she might have expedited you being ruined in one way or another, but I don't think it was her. It would have been first started with you because if there was nothing to share, then she wouldn't have nothing to share, right? But these are things that you willingly put out of yourself, okay? So I don't do the whole it's all your fault. No, it starts with you, okay? Now, should she have mind her business and let it come out how it came out? Probably so. But this definitely started with you. Let's continue to listen.
Plan this to ruin my reputation, my business. I'm getting calls from my clients. Like, what is this? I might lose my license over this. Just what's crazy.
Now, again, it's one of those things where it's just like everybody can lose something. That's why you don't go playing with uh screeching hot water, right? I don't you just might get schooled, okay? So that's why it's important that you clear your own background or put your own business out, right? I heard that old saying, put your own business out, that way ain't nobody else got no business of yours to put out. All right. So it sucks. This is unfortunate and it does suck, okay? So listen, guys, that's all I have for you guys. We're 25 minutes into the chat. If you are still here under the sound of my voice, please share the live, okay? Hit the like button. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hello, goodbye, welcome, all of those good things. All right, guys. I love your checkmates, and there's nothing you can do about it. And remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Until next time, checkmates. Bye.